I feel it's time to start talking about my journey with past lives. And I want to tell you some key things that I remember from my childhood that always kind of stood out as like traumatic moments. So it goes all the way back to when I was in elementary school. We still lived way out in the country, okay? And those white ruffled shirts had just come out, and my mom was like obsessed with them. Obsessed, okay? And she bought me one, okay? And it would like come up to the neck and button up, and it had all the ruffles that would go down, and they'd have ruffles around the sleeves. So anyway, she bought me one, and she made me wear it, and I threw a fit. And it freaked me out. I didn't want anything around my neck. Like, it freaked me out, okay? And I kept telling her, I don't want to look like a boy. I look like George Washington. What an odd thing to say. And I remember saying, I don't want to look like a boy. I want to look like a girl. Like, I had to have been, I don't know, kindergarten, second grade, third at the latest, because we moved in the middle of third grade. So, like, may have been fourth grade we moved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had to have been, I can't remember the year, but freaked me out. And I remember that. And it was one of those memories that you kind of just forget about. And then I didn't think about it until 2021, when I had my Akashic Records read, because it was right after 2020. And I just had this awakening. It was going through like major past life stuff, all this other stuff. But anyway, I had this awakening happening. And during 2020, and even right up to 2020, I kept having a dream about 1600. I couldn't figure out what they were trying to tell me. 1600 what? Is that money? Like, is that money coming in? 1600 what? I don't know. Like, why are you giving me 1600 in my dreams? I couldn't figure it out. So another odd anomaly that would happen every time I hear the Star Spangled Banner, I get chills all over my body, and I have this overwhelming urge to weep, like ugly cry. I'm like moved so emotionally that it's like, what's happening? Where's this coming from? And this has happened my whole life. I just kind of thought I was maybe just feeling the movement of the crowd, you know. I could be anything, not really sure. So anyway, fast forward to 2021, I decided to have my Akashic Records read a second time. And I was like, there's something that I'm trying to figure out. And I'm not real sure why this is happening to me. or where this is even coming from. But there's just something that has just sparked in me with the things that I've seen play out within our community and within our higher ups, all the way down to the way we run business, like just everything that we had walked through, right? And this overwhelming feeling to find the truth. What is the truth? And I shared some things with her, and not a lot, just a couple of things. And she looks at me and she says, well, all of this is stemming from the fact you helped to create the systems. So that deep resonance, that deep knowing, that innate trigger is coming from the fact in a past life you helped to create them. And I didn't give her like the full details of specifically where it was coming from, of why, you know what I mean? Like, but that's what she told me. And I just kind of blew it off. I was like, whatever, okay. And decided that I wanted to go to Don't Trip in 2021 and meet with other like-minded individuals and see what transpired there. And that put me on a completely different journey for another day. But anyway, after that, I took an astrology class, and it was Hypergate. And it was the very first class, very beginning. And he started the class out with George Washington. And I was like, WTF, what is happening? All of these memories, all of these things leading up to that point was kind of like, smack me right in the head. Okay, maybe we should pay attention to all of these memories that are coming in. Maybe we should pay attention to the fact that you do share the same birthday. Maybe we should pay attention to actually what's going on behind the curtain, because there's so many anomalies coming in. Like, what's truly happening, right? And this triggered me to truly start diving into my birth chart and looking at his birth chart at the same time. And what was crazy, at one point, David even asked, does anybody work with anybody? And I mention him because he's my birthday twin, and that I never really put a whole lot of thought or anything into it more than that, right? So I feel like I'm gonna have to wrap this up and make another part, because there's more I want to say, but I'm almost at 9 minutes. So that triggered me to start digging in more. Could you truly prove past lives? Do they exist? Is there ways to prove those anomalies? You know, like, are we living in repeated times? And start connecting that to astrology and my journey and the things that I've experienced. So, yeah, it's been kind of crazy, you know, and pretty mind-blowing too. I did compare our charts and shared them on the 4th of July on my blog. So, but after the walk that I've walked, I fully believe in past lives. I fully believe that we have the innate ability to tap into the energy of people of the past when you are able to see the connections within the birth charts. And some of the connections that I've been able to make within mine and his has been pretty remarkable. And yeah. You know, if anything, I've been able to prove that someone from that time has a similar vibrational blueprint as that birth chart and can tap into the energy of then and now, you know? Even if it's not past lives. And I think that's the coolest part, you know? And then when I see the things that have transpired, once I actually started discovering those missing soul fragments, you know, when we talk about calling in missing soul fragments and healing past timelines while we're walking this one simultaneously, like, it's helped me to be able to see what's actually transpiring outside of us, which I feel is pretty cool. Just even being able to energetically tap into that birth chart and that energy to be able to connect it energetically to what we're seeing here. But since it's getting close to my birthday, and I'm hoping this year on my birthday, nothing major happens like it has the last 3. Like, nothing crazy. Could I have a birthday to where, you know, it doesn't feel like the world's ending? There was massive outages last year. There was, oh my gosh, was it the year before or the year after that? Or it could have been the year after that one. I don't know. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. But we had an explosion in Knoxville, like, at a certain plant. Like, we've had a lot of stuff happen over the last 4 years, so I'm praying this year my birthday is actually peaceful. I'm praying for peace and it not be a scary one and me having to be like, oh my God, thank God we made it, you know? Come on, chicken. Anyway, I was asked to share, so I'm gonna share. I love you all. Bye.